I finally got my Aquamarine Ultraman bus after a long while. I've been hunting for this for a while now because not many toy stores carry it in Malaysia. And if you buy this from Japan, it's gonna cost you about 17,000 yen, which is not exactly cheap, but I managed to get it at 7,000 yen thanks to Yahoo Auction through buyee, and I'm going to tell you how at the end of the video, yeah, so stay tuned for that. Now let's get to the Ultraman bust up figures. Obviously this is a release not too long ago by Aquamarine, and this is actually quite an interesting release because this is based on the new Ultraman manga, obviously. And if you look at the bust, actually the bust is relatively large. The color reproduction is spot on, and what I like about the bust is, surprisingly, initially I thought the entire bust is made out of hard plastic, but surprisingly no, it is a mixture of soft PVC and also ABS. What does that mean? So that means that certain parts of the bust figure is actually very soft. Now here's a little bit of height comparison. If you compare this to a Spark dolls, there you go, you can see the height and the size of the bust up figure is actually relatively big. The bust is actually bigger than what I expected, so I'm relatively happy to pay only 7,000 yen for this very large bust. Now of course, if you're probably wondering how does this stack up to a Gundam scale model, here we go. To a 1/100 master grade, the bust up figure of the Ultraman is still a lot bigger and larger than that as well. Now if you look closely into the detail, actually this big figure is beautifully reproduced. There's a lot of details going around. The paint job is spot on. The red is quite accurate to what we have come to know for the Ultraman series. Now if you look on the side here, this is where I thought that maybe they could have put in a speaker here. It could become a Bluetooth speaker and bus, but I think that's a missed opportunity by Aquamarine. But maybe we can mod this to our own liking later on. But in terms of details, everything is very accurate. There's no paint job issues, and there's soft plastics everywhere, soft rubbery plastics. The head doesn't really tilt or move around much, yeah. The other reason why I bought this Aquamarine Ultraman bus is because it actually takes two LR44 batteries. So when you turn on the switch on the base, it actually lights up the LED lights on the eyes and also the timer for the Ultraman bus. And surprisingly, it is extremely bright, so this can actually be your nightlight if you want it. It is really very bright. Here I'm just going to show you how bright is the timer and also the LED light on in our photo booth. It can pretty much light up our photo booth if we chose to. It's just a shame that the timer doesn't actually change light to red, so it just stays on as blue as what you see here in the video itself. And now I'm actually hunting for Ultraman Suit 7.2 bus, and hopefully I can snag one at a cheap price on Yahoo Auction Japan as well. So this time around I'll still be relying on buyee, the proxy website, for buying things from Japan. Now this next item I actually managed to procure from Amazon Japan website through buyee. This is the Ultraman Orb, the Origins Saga. This is quite hard to get a figure in Malaysia, and at 1/6 scale I have to say this Ultraman looks great. It's a very different pose that you usually get from Ultraman figures, and at 1/6 I have to say obviously it is a lot bigger in terms of size and height. One thing that I was a bit disappointed, because this is my first CCP product, is number one, in terms of color reproduction. If you look at this, comparing that to the Aquamarine Ultraman bust, the red between the Ultraman bust and the Ultraman Orb is a little bit different. I would say that the Ultraman Orb colors is a little bit too bright for my taste, or maybe that's how CCP paint the Ultraman products. Secondly as well, they didn't include a stand, so this being a vinyl product, so will be, I think it has some issues with the feet, and my Ultraman actually couldn't stand without falling over, so I actually had to use a different stand to actually prop up this product. But all in all, I'm actually quite happy, with the exception of, they didn't include the stand, and also the color was a bit different. Maybe that's how Ultraman Orb is supposed to look like. It's supposed to have a brighter red, so I don't know. For those of you who actually have bought CCP Ultraman before, do share with us your thoughts on this Ultraman Orb from the Origins Saga. Finally, this is going to be my most expensive Ultraman in my collection. This is of course the Character Classic Ultra 7 statue from Kaiyodo. Instead of buying this directly from Kaiyodo's online store, which costs about 29,800 yen, I actually managed to save a few thousand yen by buying this through buyyee's website. So I actually went to Amazon.com. It was 27,500 yen, and I just buy it through buyee. It's actually that simple. Managed to save a few thousand yen here and there. Now, coming back to the statue itself, I have to say that this statue is very well built. It is not for everybody because it's meant for hardcore collectors who want a very accurate reproduced Ultra 7. Now here you see this is the polystone base. It's actually quite heavy. I was surprised that they actually gave it a velvet soft finishing. So with that smooth finishing, you can actually move the statue around easily as and when you want to. Then secondly, the ice slugger that actually comes with the Ultra 7, it is of course accurately reproduced. One thing that is interesting here is the ice slugger doesn't just stick on top of the head of Ultra 7. There's actually a magnet mechanism in here. I'm not sure whether the magnet is in Ultra 7's head or it actually is on the ice slugger, but you can see there, yeah, there's a very strong magnetic pull for the ice slugger for you to place on top of Ultra 7's head. If you want a proper licensed product that is highly accurate, very close to what you've seen on the TV, this is the product again. Now obviously this is meant for adult collectors such as myself, and you won't actually be buying this for a kid because obviously it is not meant to be played, it is meant to be displayed. And in terms of sculpt, color reproduction, as you can see here, even the zipper on the shoe as well has been accurately reproduced here by Kaiyodo, and I have to say kudos to Kaiyodo for reproducing such a fantastic figure. I will actually be getting the rest of the series. That will be my prime target for now. My only disappointment is that we can't actually turn on the light for the eyes or the timer for Ultra 7, so that's quite a bummer, but otherwise it is a fantastic statue to have for hardcore collectors Ultraman fans such as myself. Now if you're on a hunt for rare products from Japan, I would definitely recommend using buyee because they actually have a very cool extension for either Chrome or Firefox. When you add in the extension when you're shopping on either Rakuten or Amazon website or even Yahoo auctions, it is actually very easy to add in the item. As you can see here, just add the buyee card and everything else is taken care by buyee from then onwards. And from the buyyee's website, the entire control scheme, it is actually quite easy to see the things that you have ordered, when are they arriving, and also the different individual shipping costs for every different item as well. So it is actually quite seamless experience from what we had so far. What I really like about buyee as well is that they actually provide additional service, such as they can actually check the item when they arrive at the warehouse to make sure that the item is what you ordered or whether the item is damaged, and you can also get them to add in protective packaging. So they actually add in additional thicker bubble wrap, as you can see here. This is what we have done to protect our Ultra 7 statue. And of course, lastly, if you want to consolidate all your different items all in one packaging as well, they can also do that for you. So everything was actually quite easy. So thanks to buyee, I managed to secure some very rare and also some great deals along the way through Yahoo auctions. So that's a great steal. And that's our video for today. Let us know what you think of the Ultraman products that we have bought, especially the very expensive Ultra 7 and the weirdly colored Ultraman orb. I don't know whether is that supposed to be the bright red as what we have come to know. And I would definitely be hunting for the Ultraman 7 suit 7.2 as well. So if you're interested to check out buyee, we'll put a link in the description. Go and check them out. And as usual, thank you guys so much for watching, and please do leave a comment in the comment section. And if you're interested with the videos that we put out, hey, do subscribe to our channel. Thank you guys for watching and see you next time.